Are we sitting comfortably, children? Good. Then we'll begin. No idea what that entrance was. Welcome back to Life Living in Frank's Existence. I am your host. I am your personal blogger. I am the guy that sits in front of a camera in his man cave alone doing jack shit. But I'm that guy. First off, I'd like to apologize for my video a few days ago. I know there are some people out there that probably took a bit of offense to it with some of the content that I said. I know there's a lot of support as well from other people. You know, I understand that, you know, as I said in the video last time, I understand that not everyone can make these shows and whatever else, and I understand that people's lives get in the way and they've got to do what they got to do. It's not anything personal. I want to apologize again for all the comments that I made. You know, it's something that does eat away at me, and it's just insecurity at the end of the day. If people know me, they know full well that I've had some mental health issues in the past. I've worked through them and been able to sort myself out, but I know it's a very sensitive issue for a lot of other people, and you know, sometimes mental health just doesn't go away, no matter how hard we try, no matter how hard we work at it, no matter how tough life is. And whenever you feel like you're in a good place, sometimes it just doesn't go away. And I want to completely apologize for anyone that I may have offended with my comments in the video a few days ago. I know some people did, and it's not what I intended, it's not what I wanted. I just want to apologize for everyone out there, because it was slightly insensitive towards you people, towards you guys, towards you girls. Watermelons, avocados, basket hounds, sea lions, aeroplanes, you know, whatever you want to identify it as these days. You know, it's all okay with me, I'm just saying. But I apologise nonetheless. But that's why we're going to change things up, and we're not going to go back to that sort of end of spectrum side of my mental health or my brain, because it's a very dark place, it's a very insecure place. As I said before, I'm, you know, a very insecure person sometimes, and I want to get away from that. I want to move on. I want to go over here and do the things in the nice lovely land. So let's move on over here. But what is there to talk about? So in a couple months, in less than 2 months I should say, I'm going to be 30. I'm going to be the big 30 come January. January the 10th. And, you know, not to say that I ever thought that I would get that far. It's just so strange to think, you know, like, going to be 30 years old. It's all a bit of a weird time for me, you know. You know, job's going well with Mankind. I'm really enjoying it, despite the whole controversy. That would be due to people, you know, disagreeing with the name of Mankind, because they say it's, you know, sexist and derogative, and oh, you know, you can't have something called Mankind because of equal rights, and you know, we don't identify people by genders these days, so what gives you the right to call your store Mankind? Which is a fair point, but I would also like to point out that there are stores called Ann Summers, Victoria's Secret, Claire's, that are all women exclusive, don't have anything for men in there, whereas Mankind, I'm pretty sure you can find stuff for women in there. In fact, we've even changed our slogan from original gifts for men to original gifts for original people. So it's now all gender equality. The comedy stuff, You know, every day I'm working at comedy, I'm writing my comedy, I am working on jokes, I am pleasing people, I am entertaining people. You know, even if I don't have actual stand-up shows going at the moment, there is still stuff in the works. So that's all going well and I'm enjoying that. Relationships going well. Me and Vic, we're pretty strong. It was only a few days ago that we celebrated our 1.5-year anniversary. I know it's not really much, 18 months, but for me, this now is the longest relationship I've ever been in. And we're talking about moving in together at some point next year. And we've been talking about it for a while anyway. Talking about finding a flat around Maidstone or somewhere nearby so we can, you know, live together, as it were. I'd say she'd move in here, but there's really not enough room. Not with all the shit I've got, basically. It's funny because I never thought I would get this far. Not just in like life, but you know, in relationships and whatever else. As I've mentioned many a times, I'm a very insecure person, and you know, I wasn't the greatest at relationships, or even just starting at relationships. If any women that are watching this that know me and I've ever either hit on them or asked them out at some point in their lives and in my life, they know what I mean. I'm not exactly, you know, the most, you get the picture basically. But I'm not dissing myself, you know. I'm not having a go. I'm not belittling. I'm not doing anything, right? I'm making light of the situation. I know full well that there were times when I did do them things. There were times where I did sound very desperate over Facebook and put out all these statuses and, you know, basic shit that I would put out on Facebook, and you know, it never put me in a good light, and I understand that and I get it, you know, and I'm learning from them mistakes, and I'm learning from any other mistake that I've made with women. And I feel like now I'm at that stage in my life where I am nearly 30 and I do want to have, you know, that long lasting relationship, and I've, you know, with Vic, I've got it. And this is the first time I'm saying it. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that know. There are a lot of people that know what me and Vic are like. And, you know, I feel like with her, you know, she's special. She is the one for me. You know, and not even just with the things that we have in common, but the things we're learning about each other every single day. Not to mention the fact that I am slowly but surely getting her into wrestling. The one thing that she said that she never would get into and she would never watch, I'm slowly but surely getting her into it. And it's funny because when we started out in this relationship, when we first got together, it was a case of she was never interested in it, she would never watch it, she would never stay up and watch the pay-per-views with me. Granted, she hasn't watched all the pay-per-views with me, but she has watched a couple. She has taken interest. She has shown that little bit of, you know, excitement, as it were, for some of the matches that she's watched. And not to mention that when we first got together, she didn't know, oh wow, I say she didn't know. She knew a handful of wrestlers, basically. And they were all pretty much from TNA. Didn't really know that many from WWE. Except for, like, the big ones, obviously. But, since then, she knows a hell of a lot more than what she did when she first started going out with me. And she's following a fair few of them on Instagram now. So, point one for me. I think I just put an eyelash in my mouth. Chuck the score up 1. And you know, as I said, we have a lot in common. We're having a great time. But it's coming to that point where obviously the talk is coming in for living together. And, you know, I'm not scared. I'm excited for it. I think it will be great. She spends a lot of time here as it is anyway. She sleeps over at my house pretty much majority of the time, most days of the week, in fact. And, you know, this time around we'd be doing it living together. But that's like next year plans, yeah? Gotta get my birthday out of the way first. And even before that, we've got Christmas to get out of the way. There's loads of things that we gotta do first before it comes even close to wanting to move in. And I need money for all of it. Life of a comedian. Christmas is one thing though, but your birthday's another, isn't it? And my birthday has always been plagued the same every year. My birthday lies just over 2 weeks after Christmas Day. It's 10th of January every year, obviously. And it's at that point where, you know, especially in the past where the weather hasn't been that great, not a lot of people have money, it's at a terrible point because it's cold, it could either be wet, it could be snowing. I've had it a couple of times. It's so frustrating because I've always tried to make plans for my birthday and a lot of the times it falls through, whether it comes to people not turning up or arrangements for the birthday have fallen through. There was one time where I wanted to go to this club, venue in New Cross, if anyone knows it. It's one of my favourite places ever to go for a night out. I haven't been in so many years and it's a fantastic environment. I'd love to go again some point soon. There was one year that I really wanted to go. I'm pretty sure it was like my 19th or 20th birthday. I really wanted to go and it snowed out of nowhere. Cancelled all the trains. Screwed up my plans for my birthday. And because of that, it screwed up other people's plans just to meet me beforehand. So I ended up on that birthday with a handful of friends. Not to say that, you know, I didn't enjoy their company, because I did. And I'm very thankful that they came along. So for all those people that did come to that birthday, you know, the old age is setting in. So I can't remember exactly who did and who didn't. Pretty sure Baker, Northwood, his girlfriend April, Dan, there's a few other names that are probably in there. But as I said, old age, it's not what it used to be. But I said, thank you for coming to that birthday, and thank you to anyone that's come over to birthdays in the past few years. Where am I going with all this? I swear to God, old age is not doing me good. Forgetting where I am all the time. But my 30th birthday, you know, that's a big one. That's as big as your 21st, your 18th, your 16th. By the time you hit 30, the next big birthday after that is your 40th, and then after that it's your 50th. There's no point doing, 45 and 55 and whatever else, because no one really celebrates them birthdays. It's your big milestones. It's the zero birthdays, I should say. After 21, no one cares. Well, except for when you get to 25 and everyone goes, you're halfway to 50, you're a quarter of your life in, as if to say that your life expectancy is to 100. No idea where people got that from. But yeah, 30, man. And I don't even know what I'm doing for it yet. I have no plans. I'm so lost now. I don't go out clubbing anymore. I don't do the nightlife, as it were. I'm much happier sitting in a pub for a few hours until it closes, having drinks, and just enjoying the good times as they roll. I don't mind going to a bar, I don't mind having a couple drinks, but I'm not really a nightclub person anymore. I mean, not to say that I wouldn't. I probably would, if given the opportunity. But it's because it's been so long since I last been to a nightclub. I feel out of place. And plus, I know there are people older that go clubbing. I know that. But for me, every time I go clubbing, I do feel like one of the eldest ones in the room. And that is pretty evident, seeing as how I stand there looking like an old man most of the time. This is where I want to ask you guys. I want to ask your opinion. What do you think I should do for my 30th birthday? Do you think I should just go to the pub and invite some friends, have a few drinks? You know, should I do that? Should I go down the adventure route of clubbing? You know, my next birthday is on a Friday, so might be worth going out on a Friday night. I mean, Party Animal USA. Why don't I do that? Such a tit. Should I go out clubbing? Or, you know, should I do something else? Should I do something more adventurous? Should I go Thorpe Park? I mean, it's January, so it's going to be cold as hell, but, you know, be fun, wouldn't it? Going to Thorpe Park on your birthday. Or even Disneyland, you know, less than 2 months away, so it's probably going to be very expensive, but what the hell, right? You know, 30th birthday. Or should I do something more adventurous, you know? Well, I don't know what's more adventurous than go to Thorpe Park or Disneyland. Bungee jumping. Skydiving. But I'm afraid of falling. I don't mind heights. Just afraid of falling. It's a big thing as I had as a kid. Or I could, you know, do something stupid. Go to Gravity. Go to one of them trampoline parks and, you know, have a proper kid-style birthday. You know, that'd be stupid, right? Or, you know, I don't know, just go to a zoo. Go shopping. You know, stand in the Funko Pop headquarters in the UK and just be like, "Hi, look at my collection. I love Funko." Maybe something like that. Or, you know, I could just chill at home. Just chill at home with Vic. Maybe go out for dinner and come back and just have a nice quiet night in. Nah, I want to do something. It's my 30th. You've got to do something big for it, haven't you? But I would like to hear your opinions. So, you know, when I share this on Facebook, when I put it up on YouTube, I want to hear your comments. I want to hear all the suggestions, all the different suggestions of what to do for my 30th birthday. Maybe have another costume party, because I did that a few years ago, and I absolutely love costume parties. So, could do that. Who knows? But I'd love to hear your opinions, so send me all the comments, send me any messages, whatever. I want to hear your opinions of what I should do for my 30th birthday. Thank you very much for watching again. It's been a pleasure to absolutely talk to you. Once again, you know, what happened last week happened last week. It was a once in a lifetime rant. I apologise again, and I'm trying to not do that again. So I apologise. It's all going to be fun, happy times from here on out. It's all going to be sunshines and rainbows and sparkles and... No, I can't do any of that. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot better. So I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you very much for watching. As I said, give me all the likes, comments and subscriptions as you can. You know, it's a part of a YouTuber's job to get as much information and get as much coverage as we can out there, because without you guys, then there's no point of us even doing YouTube shows these days. But I want to thank you again for watching, and I'd love to see you all again soon. Be sure to give me all them comments about what to do for my 30th birthday, and I'll see you all soon. And he disappears.